guys, Laura here. I'm here today to do an ARC review. This book comes out November 7th, and it was one of my most highly anticipated books that I wanted to snag at Comic-Con, and I was able to get it, and I was so excited. And it is Renegades by Marissa Meyer, which is her start of her new superhero theme series, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 5 stars. This book was pitched to me as a school for superheroes novel, and I do see why they would pitch it like that, but I would say it's definitely more like an X-Men novel more than anything because the school definitely has a back burner, but it basically follows the society where there are heroes and then there are anarchists. And it follows two main characters, Nova and Adrian. And Adrian is the son of the heroes of the town, and Nova is the niece of one of the biggest anarchists. And they kind of their paths wind up crossing, and they wind up engaging in these in this story together. And it's a really well done story. I would definitely call this a very heavy world building novel. Would not call it a slow, like, it's not like a slow burn story. I wouldn't say that, but I would say that it takes some time to get the story because the world's almost like an onion and the characters are like an onion. Like, you learn something at the start of the story, and then like 100 pages in, another layer of that story is like revealed to you. So it's a very like onion like story because you get more on the characters, because basically you're learning about this story mostly through Nova's perspective for like the first 100 pages of the book, and then you get different perspectives. But I really liked it. The one thing I loved about this novel, in addition to the world building, which I thought was really well, was the morality question that was raised. Like, what makes a hero and what makes a villain, or what makes a hero and what makes an anarchist, and are the heroes always in the right and are the villains always in the wrong? And I really love that about this story. I thought that Marissa Meyer did a really good way of like representing that story. I also really enjoyed Nova's perspective in it. I did love Adrian. I think Adrian is probably one of my new book boyfriends. He was so cute. I really liked him. But I also love learning about all the powers that these characters developed, and I thought it was really well done. It was just a really fun novel to read, and I think it was a pretty quick read too. The structure of the novel was interesting because you do eventually get Adrian and Nova's perspective, but for the first 50 pages of the novel, it's all Nova, which I thought was a really interesting structuring choice. And I was really excited to get Adrian's perspective because there was some parts of the story that you just needed his perspective in. And overall, I really loved it. It's definitely one of those novels where, like, it's focused on building a world. So I would definitely pay attention to, like, the characters and, like, what you learn. And there are some characters that I really hope we get perspectives of in future books. What Marissa Meyer does really well is she really builds on a story, especially when you read the Lunateer Chronicles. Like, every book has two perspectives, and then you still encounter the other characters. So I'll be really curious to see how this book is structured, and hopefully in the future I'll be able to tell you that. But I really recommend that you check this out. I don't think you would regret buying it. Also, if you go to Good Choice Reading before the 30th of October, you can get a signed book to you from Marissa Meyer, which is really exciting. But overall, I really love this book, and go check out my long form review on my book like blogs. I will also be doing some cool pictures with this as well on my Instagram, which is Chippy4000. But overall, I really liked it, and I hope that you will check it out come this November because I really enjoyed it and was so happy that I got my hands on a copy at New York City Comic Con. But I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!